Hello, welcome to this brief introduction to DExToRR. A dust explosion requires 5 elements: fuel, i.e. the dust, an oxidant, usually air, plus some dispersion such as pouring a powder. Ignition plus confinement then makes it go with a bang. As happened here in West Pharmaceuticals in America. DExToRR is about unwrapping the explosion pentagon and relating it to standard risk reduction techniques such as hazardous area classification. Working together with BPE design and support, this 11-step DExToRR roadmap has been created. The first step considers whether or not there is a fuel and oxidant present. Without these, it is not possible to have a dust explosion. If the fuel can be eliminated, then it should be possible to avoid dust explosions completely. Step 3 considers dispersion mechanisms. Eliminating these could prevent dust explosions from occurring. If it is not possible to eliminate all the dust dispersions, then a hazardous area classification will be required. At step 5, we consider what steps are required to minimize all sources of ignition. Next, we consider the impact of confinement on the consequences. Step 7 allows us to consider simple measures such as good housekeeping. At this point, we can consider whether the residual risk is acceptable. If it is, then we can end the assessment process, but if it isn't, we need to do further assessment and move on to step 9. A simple way to reduce the risk is to exclude the oxidant. If the oxidant can be excluded, then nitrogen inerting is a good way forward. If, on the other hand, it is not possible to exclude the oxidant, then we need to use some other form of mitigation, such as explosion relief or explosion suppression. This then brings us to the end of the assessment, and at this point we should have reduced the risk as low as possible. And that forms the end of the DExToRR roadmap. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and I'll say goodbye now.